How would you feel if twice yearly your boss randomly changed what time he wanted you to work? Hi, my name is Richard Carter. I'm an American citizen who has dealt with DST my whole life. I've also spent over a year in a country without DST and was able to observe the difference. Daylight savings time should be discontinued because it is inconvenient, antiquated, and presents a number of challenges for citizens. Today we'll be talking about the problem with the concept of daylight savings time. They include inconvenience, outdated reasoning, and various other challenges. The first point we're going to talk about is complexity. DST's clock shifts have the obvious disadvantages of complexity. People must remember to change their clocks. This can be time consuming, particularly for mechanical clocks that cannot be moved back safely. People who work across time zone boundaries need to keep track of multiple DST rules, as not all location observes DST or observed in the same way. The length of the calendar day becomes variable. It is no longer always 24 hours. It disrupts meetings, travel, broadcast, billing system, and record management is common and can be expensive. Now that we've discussed the inconvenience factor of daylight savings time, we will move on to discuss the reasoning behind the adoption of daylight savings time and how those ideals no longer apply to modern society. One of the reasons for daylight savings time is no longer applicable to energy savings. DST's potential to save energy comes primarily from its effects on residential lighting, which consumes about 3.5% of electricity in the United States and Canada. Delaying the nominal time of sunset and sunrise reduces the use of artificial light in the evening and increases in the morning. As stated, Franklin's 1917-84 satire pointed out, lighting costs reduced if the wake up well after sunrise and early go DST is reduced evening usage of incandescent lighting, formerly a primary use of electricity. Although energy conservation remains an important goal, energy usage patterns have greatly changed since then, and recent research is limited and reports contradictory results. Electricity use is greatly affected by geography, climate, and economics, making it hard to generalize from single studies. As stated by the United States Department of Transportation, concluded in 1975 that DST might reduce the country's electricity usage by 1% during March and April, but also stated by the National Bureau of Standards reviewed the DOT study in 1976 and found no significant savings. Also, a 2007 study found that the earlier start to DST had little to no effect on electricity consumption in California. Also, farming is adversely affected, whose hours are set by the sun, and they have traditionally opposed this practice. Although farmers are now often not neutral or not in favor of DST, one reason why farmers oppose DST is that grain is best harvested after dew evaporates. So when the field hands arrive and leave early in the summer, the labor is less valuable. Dairy farmers are another group who complain and change their cows are sensitive to the timing of milking, so when their deliveries need to be made earlier, their systems are disrupted. Beyond the 2 points that we have already discussed, daylight savings time presents a number of challenges, and if you would discuss now. One challenge is sleep disturbance. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 30% of American employees are already sleep deprived, costing U.S. companies $63.2 billion in lost productivity annually. These are the ones that are most rattled by daylight savings time. Also with sleep disturbances, the Monday after we have more wrecks and things like that. Negative health impacts. A 2008 Swedish study found that heart attacks were significantly more common the first 3 weekdays after the spring transition and significantly less common the first weekday after the autumn transition. In conclusion, daylight saving time should be discontinued because it is inconvenient, antiquated, and presents a number of challenges for citizens. Any questions? So, just as it would be ridiculous for your boss to randomly change your start time at work twice yearly, it is ridiculous that the government basically does the same thing. Thank you.